Good evening, everyone. I am Vishnu Yaktab, and in front of all of you, I am presenting the Wall Street Journal newspaper headline. So, first of all, Pope Francis leads funeral for predecessors Benedict. Next, FTC set to ban contracts bidding workers. Next, McCarthy losing streak grows despite concession to holdouts. Next, muting politics got messy for Facebook. Next, Americans cannot stop pampering their pets, companies want in. Next, Bed Bath and Beyond punches has it readies and for bankruptcy. Next, crypto bank takes hit to cover withdrawals. Next, on page number 2 in US news section under that, trade gap shrinks on global slowdowns. Next, man kills 7 family members and himself. Next, Sen Bob Cassie has prostate cancer. Next, FTC seeks fairer job mobility. Next, determined to beat inflation, says Bartik. Next, murderers fall, other major crimes rise. Next, jobless claims fell during holidays. Then next on page number 3 in US news section under that, student decline prompts school closure. Next, US expands migrant expulsion plan. Next, California latest storm kills at least 2. Next, Idaho suspect tied to kills by DNA video. Next, state courts abortion ruling go in opposite directions. Then on page number 4 in US news section under that, McCarthy foes bagged at home. Next, Steve now would not seek new term in Michigan. Next, stalemate depends as vote rise. Next, GOP leadership battle plays out beyond Capitol Hill. Next, on page number 5, US news section under that, NY McHattie machete attack spotlights Loney actor. Next, suit blames Trump for officer's death after Jan 6 riot. Next, firms aim products at pet market. Next, on page number 6 in World's News section under that, Kiwi rejects Putin's temporary truce call. Next, armored vehicle will give Ukraine an edge, the West says. Next, on page number 7 in World News section under that, opposition leader axed in Venezuela. Next, US Saudi tension ease has concern about Iran grow. Next, Pope Francis presides over Presiders Benedict's funeral. Next, son of EI Chapo is captured in raid. Next, trial begins for Nobel Peace laureate. Next, inflation threatens countries' budgets. Next, on page number 8 in World's News section under that, China rebutes COVID claims. Next, Harris book allies fight with brother. Next, Chinese firm signs Afghan oil gas deal. Next, crypto bank takes hit in bust. Next, Bed Bath readies for bankruptcy. Next, on page number 9 in front in that, politics is trouble for Facebook. Next, on page number 10 in art and review section under that, the background of bitterness. Next, Edgar Allan Poe plays detective. Next, on page number 12 in sports section in that, Bills Hamlin awake and improving. Next, Dodgers have unusual incentives to retain, not release Brewer. Next, Berhalter regrets comments on Reina. Next, on page number 13 in opinion section under that, GOP rebels need to take the win. Next, how Damar Hamlin drove a nation to pray. Next, charting the markets. Next, Charles Ponzi's lesson for George Santos. Next, on page number 14 in opinion section under that, Biden discovers the border. Next, how COVID could bring back measles. Next, Florida education model spreads. Next, the suffering deserve better than uh, euthanasia. Next, how to go about saving the FBI form itself. Next, Gavin Newsom reaches for the history books. Next, an experience, not a lecture. Next, worry about aggression, not weakness from Putin. Next, from not everything is a loophole. Next, on page number 15, in opinion section under that, China's myth of communist competence. Next, what if inflation suddenly dropped and no one noticed? Next, how the Supreme Court set the stage for the Jan 6 Rawat. Next, on page number 17, in that business and finance section, in that AI startup targets $29 billion value. Next, Samsung expects 69% drop in profit. Next, favorable SPAC tax ruling comes too late. Next, McMahon plots return to WWE. Next, insider sentiment flags for sixth month in row. Next, stocks fall, jobs data, Bode, more rate hikes. Next, crypto lender Genesis waits bankruptcy, cuts 30% of staff. On page number 18, in that business and finance section, in that Tesla's China deliveries plunged in December despite discounts. Next, Mercedes plan on charging network. Next, AI startups 6 big share sale. Next, McMahon wants back in WWE. Then on page number 19, in business news section, under that uh, Peloton to pay fine related to recall. Next, Stitch Fix cuts jobs, CEO leaves. Next, Walgreens seeks to reserve, sales decline. Next, Biotech Elserine buys drug from Valenza Bio. Next, warehouse leasing fell off at year end. Then on page number 20, in technology section, in that uh, Qualcomm in venture to give satellite access for smartphone users. Next, cell phone customers keep up with bills in softer economy. On page number 28, in that media and technology section, in that Lion Tree bets on live sports streaming ads. Next, Samsung sees profit falling 69%. Next, on page number 22, in business news section, under that Conagra wants more increases in prices possible. Next, venture capital firms burned by holding on. Next, Delta sets Fab 1 to start free Wi-Fi. Next, utility company Southern names new CEO. On page number 26, in that Celsius co-founder is seized by New York. Next, Genesis waits bankruptcy. Next, M&A is expected to pick up in 2023 despite challenging market climate. Next, property funds in UK delay redemptions. Next, SPAC ruling is too late. Next, on page number 27, in that market section, under that dividend stars topped DJIA in 2022. Next, Citadel revenues for funds securities it hit record. Next, stocks fall on rate worries. Next, insider sentiment stays weak. Then on page number 28, in that heard on the street section, under that better supply chain are not cheap. Next, Conagra is your food value play for 2023. Next, Amazon needs to be slow growth wonder. Next, don't write off low key payments giant FIS. That much for today, maybe. Thanks for watching.